In 40 years, there'll be no oil. In 10 years, 2/5 of the world will be in a water deficit. And in 70 years, there'll be no aluminium left. The demand for these resources has exponentially grown as a result of the population growth. Humans have been living off nature's resources for our entire existence, without providing the necessary time required for these resources to replenish themselves. Now, there's also poverty. Although the aid to impoverished countries has increased and been successful, poverty has increased. 50% of the world's population is still under the poverty line. For the last 100 years, oil has been a frequent cause of war. Countries have fought to conquer oil fields and to prevent their rivals from controlling the commodity. The Pacific War, Stalingrad, the Iran-Iraq tanker war have all been fought over oil. Population has been growing on average by 93 million people for the past 50 years. This has been a result of reduced mortality rate. Even I can appreciate the benefits and improvements made in medical fields and treatments for illnesses that would have otherwise been a death threat to many. Whether it's been a family member that's been ill or yourself that's been ill, we can all appreciate these advancements. Even I can when I was hospitalized for dengue fever 5 years ago. But in less economically developed countries, people are still reproducing at rates that were required when the likelihood of a child reaching adulthood was less than 30%. But why is overpopulation a bad thing? First, there's not enough resources to sustain our current population growth. If we continue to reproduce at current rates, it's believed that the human race will be extinct within the next 100 years, which for many of us will be within our lifetimes or at least our children's lifetimes. Although there are many advancements to help reduce this chance, like development in desalination and more viable options for renewable energy. And desalination can make fresh water more readily available in countries where it no longer exists. Although these improvements are necessary, they don't remedy the fact that predominantly due to overpopulation and running out of water and other resources is completely inevitable at current growth rates. Second, it's not just humans this is affecting, it's animals as well. Humans are the sole reason for the extinction of the sea mink, Caribbean monk seal, and the Bovill hartebeest. These are only a few examples of animals that have gone extinct because of overhunting and habitat destruction, which is a result of our need for food and space. It's also not the only fact that animals are going extinct, but because humans now need more space, vertical farming, which leaves animals in tight, cramped conditions until the point of their execution. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, and I'm not opposing the consumption of meat. I just think it's appalling that these animals should live in such conditions because there are too many of us. Before you think I'm going to propose mass genocide to help overpopulation, the situation is not as dismal, as diabolical as I might just make it seem. Some researchers such as Matt Grosser and R. World in Data have predicted that population growth develops in 4 stages. Stage 1 is underdevelopment, by today's standards, that is. There are high mortality rates, and medicine and contraceptives are hardly available if it's all developed. And due to a high mortality rate, people are having more children in the hopes that they will reach adulthood. Stage 2, development. Standard of living increases, mortality rate decreases as a result of improvements in medicine. However, the birth rates maintain at current rates, which results in a population explosion. Stage 3, population deceleration. People begin to realize that it's not necessary to have as many children as they once required to have a great lineage and future children. the survival rate of the population begins to slow down. Stage 4, population balance. Fewer children are being born and fewer children are dying as young. We can actually help this by aiding developing countries by providing better healthcare to reduce mortality rate, which will in turn reduce the number of births. However, this is still dependent on the people in developed countries to aid countries who are still growing, so we don't completely run out of resources or destroy everything around us. We can help even if it's just donating charity or using reusable shopping bags instead of plastic bags. The continuation of our existence relies on everyone making small changes in their everyday life because we might not have enough time for the demographic transition to complete. So, help those in need. Think if you actually need a plastic bag to hold your single bar of chocolate from Pop-In Shop, and make the necessary changes to maintain our existence. Thank you.